Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today. This is happening behind your back. Your neighbor sitting in the next house is watching you and your family more closely than you realize. You've been feeling uneasy in your own home lately, haven't you? Those moments when you feel like someone is watching you through your windows. The strange coincidences that happen whenever your neighbor is around. These aren't random feelings, they're divine warnings from Archangel Michael trying to alert you to what's really happening right next door. The powerful guardian angel, Archangel Michael, is watching over your home right now. He has detected a deeply concerning situation developing with the person who lives closest to you. Those blue flashes you sometimes see near your windows at night, the sudden urge to close your curtains even during the day, the uncomfortable feeling when you're in your own backyard. These are all signs that Archangel Michael has been sending to protect you from something your neighbor has been hiding. The divine realm knows that your home should be your sanctuary, but someone very close to your property has been violating that sacred space in ways you haven't fully understood yet. The fact that you found this message today is no accident. Archangel Michael guided you here because what he needs to reveal about your neighbor cannot wait any longer. Archangel Michael has revealed something shocking about the person living right next to you. Your neighbor has been secretly monitoring your family's daily routines and habits for months now. This isn't casual observation or friendly concern. It's calculated surveillance that goes far beyond normal neighborly awareness. They know exactly when you leave for work, when your children come home from school, when you're most vulnerable and alone. This person appears friendly during those brief conversations over the fence or in the driveway. They smile, wave, and act like a normal neighbor should. But Archangel Michael sees what happens when you're not looking. Behind their friendly mask, they've been gathering detailed information about your personal life, your family schedules, your habits, and your weaknesses. Your neighbor has been carefully positioning themselves to know everything about your daily life while keeping their true intentions hidden from you. They've been watching which rooms you use most often, what time you go to bed when you're away from home, and even monitoring your visitors and deliveries. What makes this particularly dangerous is that they've also been working to turn other neighbors against you through subtle gossip and manipulation. They share twisted versions of your private business with others in the neighborhood, creating a network of judgment and suspicion around your family. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that this isn't just harmless nosiness. Your neighbor is planning something that will directly impact your family's safety, peace, and reputation in ways you haven't anticipated. The invasion of your privacy is just the beginning of what they have planned for you and your loved ones. Now, Archangel Michael wants to help you recognize the signs of this neighbor surveillance that you may have dismissed as coincidence. Have you noticed your neighbor's lights staying on at unusual hours, especially when they should be sleeping? This often happens because they're watching your windows to see your family's nighttime routines. Pay attention to how often your neighbor appears outside whenever you step into your yard or driveway. They seem to have perfect timing, don't they? This isn't luck. They've been watching for your movements and rushing outside to observe you more closely. Your packages and mail have been going missing more frequently lately, disappearing before you can retrieve them from your doorstep. Your neighbor has been intercepting your deliveries to learn more about your shopping habits, financial situation, and personal interests. Watch how your pets react around your neighbor's property. Animals sense negative intentions that humans often miss. If your normally calm pet becomes agitated, barks excessively, or refuses to walk past your neighbor's house, trust this as a serious warning sign. You may have noticed an unusual increase in problems with your utilities, internet service, or home deliveries. These random disruptions often happen after your neighbor has been seen near your property. lines, or utility boxes, other neighbors have been acting differently around you. Lately, conversations stopping when you approach, fewer friendly greetings, sideways glances. This happens because your neighbor has been sharing distorted information about you with others, poisoning relationships you thought were secure. Archangel Michael is offering his powerful spiritual protection, specifically for your home and property. Boundaries. Begin each morning by standing at your front door and saying this prayer. Archangel Michael, I call upon your protection for my home and family. Create a barrier of blue light around my entire property that prevents all negative intentions and invasive energies from crossing. Guard our privacy and peace with your sword of truth. Visualization is essential for creating strong energy boundaries around your property. Close your eyes and imagine a brilliant blue wall of light extending from the ground to the sky, completely surrounding your home and yard. This divine barrier allows positive energy and genuine friends to pass through while blocking all harmful intentions and invasive surveillance. The salt protection ritual creates powerful physical barriers that negative neighbors find uncomfortable. To cross, sprinkle blessed salt along your property lines, especially near areas where you've noticed your neighbor lingering. As you place the salt, say, "This sacred boundary protects my family's privacy and peace. No harmful intentions can cross this line." Sound clearing breaks up negative energy that accumulates from constant unwanted attention. When you feel your neighbor's invasive energy pressing against your home, clap your hands sharply 3 times, while mentally commanding, Archangel Michael, clear this invasive energy now. The sharp sound disrupts their energetic connection to your space. Use the mirror technique to reflect harmful intentions back to their source. Visualize a wall of mirrors surrounding your property, facing outward toward your neighbor's house. Any negative energy they send toward you bounces back to them immediately, protecting you while teaching them natural consequences. Place small protective symbols around your home's perimeter. Blue crystals on windowsills, mirrors facing outward, or blessed items near doorways. These serve as energy anchors that maintain Archangel Michael's protection even when you're not actively focusing on it. You'll know this protection is working when you feel more comfortable in your own home, when your neighbor's intrusive behavior seems to lessen, and when other neighbors begin treating you more normally again. Archangel Michael wants you to understand why some neighbors become dangerously obsessed with monitoring others' lives. Your neighbor's behavior stems from deep jealousy and resentment about what you have, your family harmony, your home's energy, or simply your ability to mind your own business while living peacefully. Proximity creates a false sense of intimacy in their mind. Because they live close to you, they believe they have a right to know your private business and judge your choices. This twisted thinking makes them feel entitled to cross boundaries that should never be violated. Often, this invasive behavior comes from profound loneliness and inner emptiness. Instead of working on their own life and relationships, they fill the void by obsessing over yours. Your family's activities become their entertainment, and your privacy becomes their victim. They specifically chose you as their target because something about your energy or lifestyle triggers their deepest insecurities. Maybe your home feels more peaceful than theirs, or your family seems happier, or you simply have something they desperately want but cannot create for themselves. In their mind, they justify this invasive behavior as concern for the neighborhood or keeping an eye on things. They convince themselves they're being helpful community members while actually violating the most basic principles of respect and privacy. This obsession follows a dangerous escalation pattern. What starts as casual observation grows into detailed surveillance, then moves toward active interference in your life. Archangel Michael's intervention now prevents this situation from reaching more dangerous levels. Archangel Michael offers specific guidance about how to handle this neighbor situation wisely and safely. Direct confrontation could make this situation more dangerous because your neighbor might escalate their behavior or become more secretive about their surveillance activities. Instead, divine wisdom suggests a more strategic approach. Begin documenting any concerning behaviors you notice. Unusual hours when they're outside watching your property, missing packages, or instances when they appear whenever you're in your yard. Keep a simple log with dates and times, but don't let this documentation become an obsession that drains your energy. Create natural barriers around your property that make observation more difficult. Plant hedges, install privacy fencing, or use landscaping to block sightlines to your windows and outdoor spaces. These practical steps work alongside your spiritual protection to create multiple layers of defense. Building relationships with other trusted neighbors is crucial right now. Your intrusive neighbor has been working to isolate you through gossip, so strengthen connections with people who can see through their manipulation. Invite trustworthy neighbors for casual conversations that allow them to see your authentic character. When you must interact with this neighbor, keep conversations brief and surface level. Don't share personal information about your schedule, plans, or family activities. Use protective visualization before any necessary contact. Imagining Archangel Michael's blue light surrounding you during the interaction. Watch for escalation signs that indicate when spiritual protection needs to be combined with practical action. If they begin approaching your property directly, if the surveillance becomes more obvious, or if other neighbors report concerning behaviors, Archangel Michael will guide you toward the right timing for any additional steps that become necessary. Your neighbor's constant negative attention has created heavy energy that penetrates your living space, making your own home feel uncomfortable and unsafe. Archangel Michael wants to help you cleanse this invasive energy and restore your home's natural peace and protection. Begin with a complete spiritual cleansing of your entire house. Open all windows to allow fresh air and light to flow through every room. As you move through each space, say, all invasive and negative energies must leave this home now. Only love, peace, and divine protection remain in this sacred space. Burn sage, incense, or Palo Santo throughout your home, paying special attention to rooms that face your neighbor's property. The sacred smoke carries away lingering negative energy while inviting protective spirits to strengthen your home's natural defenses. Create a protective atmosphere that negative neighbors cannot penetrate by placing blessed items, crystals, or plants near windows that face their house. Blue crystals like lapis lazuli or sodalite are especially powerful for blocking invasive energy while maintaining your family's peace. Practice family unity rituals that strengthen your home's natural spiritual defenses. Simple activities like sharing gratitude around the dinner table or lighting a candle for family protection create positive energy that naturally repels negative influences. Perform this weekly. Maintenance ritual: walk around your property's perimeter, visualizing Archangel Michael's blue protective light sealing every boundary line. This regular practice keeps your protection strong and prevents negative energy from accumulating over time. Archangel Michael wants you to know that divine justice is already working to resolve this neighbor situation in ways you cannot yet see. A powerful spiritual principle protects good people from those who violate their privacy and peace. The law of energetic return is now activating on your behalf. Your neighbor's invasive behavior is beginning to create problems in their own life. The negative energy they've been directing toward you is starting to circle back, creating unexpected difficulties in their relationships, home life, and daily activities. This isn't punishment. It's natural spiritual law correcting an imbalance. Watch for signs that cosmic justice is manifesting. your neighbor becoming more isolated from other neighbors, their own privacy being invaded in unexpected ways or problems developing in areas of their life they value most. Divine rebalancing always addresses the specific type of harm someone creates. This challenging situation is actually strengthening your family bonds and spiritual awareness. Your shared experience of protecting your home together creates unity that cannot be broken by outside interference, new opportunities for better living situations, improved relationships with trustworthy neighbors or even your intrusive neighbor. Moving away or opening up because of Archangel Michael's intervention. What seemed like a threat is becoming the catalyst for positive changes you couldn't have imagined. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now as you receive this urgent message about your neighbor. His sword of truth is ready to defend your home's boundaries and restore your family's peace and privacy. This divine warning came to you specifically because the timing is critical for your protection. Begin using these protection practices today, not tomorrow or next week. The energy window for maximum spiritual intervention won't remain open indefinitely, and your family's safety and peace are the highest priorities in the spiritual realm. Show your appreciation for this divine intervention by giving super thanks. Up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the protective barrier around your property and allows Archangel Michael to continue providing guidance during this challenging neighbor situation. Trust that this revelation arrived at exactly the right moment for your family's protection and peace.